Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at. It's actually a good evening for me on a Saturday evening. Welcome to WDIG Radio, brought to you by the Dig Agency. I am your host, Joe Bushalaki. I am the program director and the head coach of the career program Face-to-Face Edition at the Dig Agency. So welcome to everybody that's out there in outer space. So I'm making a video a couple weeks ago, which was September 30th, 2023, I wrote a little bit over $3,000 in AP, selling final expense insurance out in the field. How did I do it? Well, I would like to share it with you. I will tell you, 3,000, that's a good day. Is it something that's, miraculous? No, by no means. Agents on my team have done that over and over again. Do we do it every day? Do we do it every week? No, but you're going to do it. So I'd like to share with you a day in the life of being out in the field and what you need to do to be a true insurance athlete, sales athlete for that matter. So I just want to let you know the leads I used. I want to go through my entire day. And then at the end, I'm going to tell you something that probably is the one thing that Joe Bushalaki does that maybe other agents aren't willing to do. But most of the stuff that I do, that I share with you, this is stuff that we can all do, man, if we just get the leads and do the activity. So first off, the leads. So of course, I manage Monday through Friday. I don't have time to run leads, but I like to go out on Saturdays. I don't go out every Saturday. Today, I hung out in my office and I called some of my previous clients. I will tell you on a side note, you should follow up with your clients. Just for one, it's just good business to follow up with your clients. And two, I will tell you, there's a lot of clients just sitting by their phone waiting to add coverage. So I contacted a few clients, two of them, I'm going to go see them. I'm going to go see them during my off hours. Why am I going to go see them? I could have added coverage over the phone, but you know what? I like to go see my clients. So I appreciate their business. I'm going to go out there and hang out with them for 30 minutes, add some coverage, make some easy money, help them out. So you should do that, whatever you do. I call my clients roughly once a year, just see how they're doing, see if they want to add coverage, they need any service work done, whatever. So anyways, when I go out to the field, I buy 10 leads. I buy Facebook leads. Now, here's the thing. All Facebook leads are not the same. I will tell you in 2023, it is my opinion that if you are buying leads at retail value, meaning you are not self-generating your own leads in some way, shape, or form or fashion, you need to be buying higher price leads because you get what you pay for with a Facebook lead, especially. So I'm going to dare say this. If the Facebook leads that you are buying, if they are less than $30 in 2023, you're probably going to be getting some leads that, I don't know. I don't know if I would bank on those. But leads that are 30, 35, 40 bucks a lead, you're probably going to get from if it's a quality vendor, it's going to be a quality lead. So that's my plug on Facebook leads. So I get 10 of them. I go out and door knock them. I don't need to preset 10 leads. Why would I do that? Why would I call them and try to set appointments? I could just go out there and door knock them. So that's what I do. I door knock them. So here's where stuff gets good. I want to talk about what I do in order to get myself together and what I do out in the field. So I wake up roughly around 5:30, 6 a.m. on a Saturday. First thing I do, I get my mind right. What's that mean? I get some coffee. And for me, I like to read the Bible, pray. I like some quiet time. So we don't have to make this all, whatever you do, religion or non-religious, doesn't matter. You should do something to get your mind right. Have some quiet time. Hang out. Like the day just started. It's the break of dawn. You know what I mean? Just give yourself a chance. Like do what you can. This is just a good life lesson. And I'm not, Mr. Life Coach here. I'm just saying to wake up and have to start reacting in life, man, that's not a good place to be, man. I've been there. You know what I mean? I'm sure a lot of you have too. So I sit there for a good half hour, 45 minutes, drink some coffee, just chill. You know what I mean? Hang out, man. Just let the day simmer in. After that, what's the second thing I do? I go exercise. This is big, everybody. You need to get the blood flowing. You need to get your body together, and you ain't got to go, you ain't got to go plump it up at the gym necessarily. I go to the gym. I go lift weights for 30 minutes and do some cardio, but that's just me. I'm saying if it's a matter of walking around the block or something like that, doing something at home, I don't know, maybe some stretching, maybe whatever it is you do something physical, okay? Do something physical that makes you sweat a little bit. Stuff is important, man. Get loosened up. You know what I mean? So by this time, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 maybe. I go home, eat something real quick. I get dressed, take a shower, get dressed, all that. Now, before I go out to the field, very important. You know what I do? I have a warm-up exercise I do. I read a book and I say my scripts. So I'd like to share with you. Hold on real quick. So I'm reading a book called Never Hire a Bad Salesperson Again. It's pretty cool. It talks about drive. You have to have drive. You have to be optimistic. You know what I mean? You have to want to achieve. So those are things that we look for at the DIG program. Do you have drive? Do you want to be successful? And then, what I end up doing is I'd read about 10, not 10 pages. I read about 5 pages. Sorry, I'm trying to find my scripts here. Thought I had them around here somewhere. Oh, you know what? My scripts are over here. So I read about 5 pages. And then what do I do after that? I read about 5 pages, and then I bust out my door knocking script, which I have memorized, and I say it. I usually stand up and I do it, and I say my script. Then I read some pages out of my book, and then I take my entire presentation and I run through it at least one time. I will tell you, there is no reason, telesales, face-to-face, whatever. There is no reason that your game days, which are basically speaking to prospects, that's game day. There is no reason that your first door knock pitch, your first preset appointment pitch, your first presentation should be in front of the prospect. Why are we warming up on prospects? That is not good, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, go through all your pitching, rehearse it. So I do this for about a half hour, okay? By this time, what time is it? Oh, it's about 9 a.m., 9:30. Boom, I'm off to the races. So now I go drive. I put on videos from the agency. I look at training videos. I look at training videos from Dave Duford, the owner of the DIG agency. I look at training videos from David Heath, the face-to-face coach that coaches brokers. I do the career program where you get free exclusive, fresh exclusive leads, and you don't have to pay for them. Okay. I listen to Tim Hildebrand, the telesales coach. So I do these things. I listen to these videos while I am driving. Okay. I think it's very important to be listening to videos that are going to encourage you, that are going to keep you in the zone. You know, music is cool. I listen to music sometimes, but if you listen to music all day, like, I don't know, it's like an emotional thing. It doesn't, like, for me, it's not super healthy. Sometimes I want to break from listening to a couple hours of training videos during windshield time, and I'll listen to some music, but it's only for a couple minutes. And sometimes I want to roll in silence, but for me, I do not think it's a good idea to just be rolling in silence for like the entire day. When you're on the lonely highway and you're having a bad day, that's when the negative thinking starts to jab at you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to do that neither. Listen to videos from your agency. So I go out and door knock. I do my thing. I get in the houses. So there's a lot of training going on with that. Obviously, everything we do, all the coaching we do, it's all embodied into these field days, right? And I'm not going to get into all that. You can watch some other videos. You can even join the DIG agency. You can join the career program face-to-face edition. So shameless plug. And you can get on the team and we can show you how to door knock. We can show you how to close. We can show you all the things that you need to do to make the money you want to help these people. But you know what I would like to show you? I would like to show you maybe the difference between me and a lot of other agents. The difference between me and a lot of other agents is I'm willing to drive really far to make some money. I'm willing to take a shot and drive somewhere. And maybe there's nothing behind the door, but maybe there's everything. So on this field day where I made $3,000, I got 3 sales. And I'm going to show you real quick my route. So let me share my screen. Okay, so this is my screen right here. So I live in Northern California in sunny Sacramento. And where was my first stop? Well, it's in a place called Oroville, California. So as you can see, my first lead of the day was an hour and 16 minutes away from me. So I drove an hour and 16 minutes just to get to my first lead, okay? So I went to this place called Oroville. I had a couple leads. Nobody ended up doing anything. I think I might have had 2 leads here. Nothing happened. So I had my next leads in this place called Chico. So Chico, California. Yep. So I had a few leads over here. I think I had 5 leads, something like that. So now that's another 25 minutes. So now we're roughly about an hour and almost 45 minutes away from my house. So I bust out a deal in Chico. Okay. It was a small deal. It was like 25, 26 bucks a month. I don't know. What's the math on that? 250 AP, something like that. Wasn't no big deal, but at least I got on the board. You know what I mean? So I'm feeling good about myself. Then what did I do after that? Well, then I hit my other leads over here. And then I had a lead in a place called Corning. In fact, you know what? Let's put this all together so we see the map from start to finish. So I went to Sacramento, then I went to Oroville, and then I went to Chico. Oops. Okay, so then I went to a place called Corning, which is right here. So I went to Corning, California. So I live way down here, and now I'm way over here. And I got a deal that's for about $88, $89 a month. So I had a nice little premium going on, you know what I mean? What, 1,000 AP? I don't know, whatever the math is. So I got 2 deals, right? It's the mid-late afternoon. It's around 4 o'clock, 4:30. So now, by this time, I have went through, I think, 8 leads, 9 leads, something like that. I had got into 3 houses total, sold 2. One of them, a couple wasn't talking about nothing, so I left fairly early. But now I go to my last lead, which is in a place called Rancho Tehama. And it's way over here, guys. You see all these little squiggly lines, a little bit of mountain right here. So here's the thing about me. Oh, and by the way, I went up to this lead, is $150 a month premium. You know, made the day really well. Okay. $150 a month premium. What's that? 1,700 AP, something like that. So here's the thing about this. Why am I showing you this? Because at 4:30, 5 o'clock on a Saturday, I could have easily said, you know what, I want to go back home. I had about a 2-hour drive back home at that point. But I said, you know what, I got this lead way over here. This lead from Corning to Rancho Tehama, roughly about 25, 30 minutes away, just going the opposite direction of my house. And who knows, maybe I could have gotten nothing, but I want to see what's behind door 20,287. You know what I mean? So why am I showing you that? I'm showing you that because I think that's maybe one thing that might be different from Joe Bushalaki to other agents. I'm willing to just drive to the lengths. And I'm sure there's a lot of you too that are willing to do that. But you got to have the faith to know that there's people out there in this business that need your help and they want your help, especially these places way out in the middle of nowhere, man, where ain't nobody going, you know? And they're just so appreciative when you go out there. So that's a day in the life. from start to finish. Make sure to have a regiment, warm up, be trained up, get yourself together, and you can make this stuff work. Hey, every day you ain't going to make 3,000 AP, but you keep plugging away, you're going to get deals. You're going to help these people. And this is what's so great about this business, folks, is that there are so many people that truly need your help. So you want to be a part of what we do over here at the Dig Agency? This is the career program face-to-face edition. I am your host and coach and program director, Joe Bushalaki. We give you fresh exclusive leads. You ain't got to pay for them. We give you one-on-one mentorship training. We do not do MLM out here. You ain't going to jump into no mass recruiting ship around here. We're just training agents how to sell. If you're not successful, we're not successful. We all got to be happy around here to make this work. So if you want to check us out, you should go to davidduford.com and click the apply button. That's davidduford.com and click the apply button. So everyone in outer space, thank you for joining, and I'll see you next time.